What about now? Hi. Yay. We did it. Your hair wet like mine too. Man. Boy, oh boy, did we start a ruckus in the bodybuilding community.
That that
Hello, everybody. This is Larhana and Robinson, IFBB Figure Pro, and Nicole Zenobia Graham, IFBB Figure Pro, your host on Beyond the Barbell. And we are so grateful for all y'all for all of the support after the interview. I mean, it's been share after share, like after like, comments. Everybody's reposting. Like, I honestly cannot believe how viral this went in the bodybuilding community.
seriously, honestly, really, it's hard. Just how many people agreed with us? Number one,
Mm-hmm.
who now we're people together and now, which is so vital. It's
Mm-hmm.
just our own figure act. People in other divisions, maybe even people who don't. A lot of people are afraid to speak out. One, either maybe they have a platform or the following use, or they're just afraid that they say something and might or anything like that. And, guys, there's nothing wrong with speaking and saying things that you want, maybe you want better for the. There's nothing wrong with you saying. It doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you're respectful. That's all.
Exactly. It's literally all about the delivery. If you take your emotion out and just do the facts, just state the facts. What's actually happening? What's happening to us? We're getting pushed away. Why? Because there's no NPC competitors on the local level, and everybody in the pro league that's pros is not united. So now we have to all come together and build this platform together, because me and Nicole cannot do this by ourselves, and it's not just about us two. It's not just about one person. It's about the division as a whole. So we have to do everything together. That's why we're showcasing the NPC and we're showcasing the IFBB, but we're not just going to be biased to just the top 10 Olympians like everybody's used to. We want to showcase everybody on all stages of whatever level they're on from figure. And we're going to, show history on current pros, so the NPC level can see exactly where the pros started and how they were year one in their pro league, or year 3 or year 4 or whatever. But this is all just about positivity and us rising up as a division as a whole, so that way we can say, hey, we're never going to let anybody like Brian Powers tell us that we're not good enough. We are good enough. We're more than good enough. We're literally superheroes. We're real life superheroes. You won't find another more balanced physique that has absolutely no waste.
This is true. This is true. And, again, it's still, piggyback off that. Breaking up, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move this back. All right. Is that better?
Yeah, now you're not.
Okay, cool. To just piggyback off that, again, I just want to thank so many people who are out to us.
Mm-hmm.
To help with cause. So, if anyone's out there that wants to cause, we do have upcoming seminars. We will be doing a posing tour 2023 right at the beginning of the year, and keep the ball rolling. So if anyone wants to, help out with that, contribute, please feel free to email us, DM us, out.
And if y'all notice how we're doing our Throwback Thursdays, our Motivational Mondays, our Talk About Figure, or Tell Us Why Figure Tuesdays. If you want to be a part of those segments, just email us or DM us your video or whatever you want us to put on there. Tag us on everything. We have no problem showcasing absolutely everybody. Anybody that wants to be put on the page will be put on the page. So just tag us, send us your videos or your pictures or whatever, and we'll definitely promote you so that you can get the recognition that you deserve as a figure competitor.
Right. Hey, next up. Okay, so we do have a special guest today. Not only a good friend, but seriously amazing. She is not now an figure pro, but also a strong So I'm cutting out.
Yeah. Turn your Wi-Fi off.
It is off.
Really? Lord have mercy. Jesus, come on, Lord. Let me kukanamakara through the through the
Now I'm
to you.
on.
Let's see. No, that's worse.
What?
I can't tag Brian, Mike, because he blocked me. He's petty wop. He blocked me. He doesn't let me cite my direct quotes from him. I like to give people their credit and from the direct source. Let me tag you, bro. Come on. He blocked me.
All right. How's that?
It's good now.
Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. As I was saying, Lou Faustin, not only a new IFBB figure pro, also powerlifter, also a strongman, also the overall figure of the Arnold Classic 2023. So let's go ahead.
Yeah. Y'all trying to get me blackballed for real. I'm already, come on, I got 4 weeks. Don't do it now. Wait till after. Hello. Thank you so
Hi.
much for coming on.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
I got the eye. You hear me? I'm not cutting out like Z. Hey, sis. Hey, y'all. How you?
She said she's cutting out like you. No, you're not cutting out.
All right. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Of course. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, just so that they can be familiar with who you are. I literally just saw one of your workout videos, and I'm like, you're amazing. You're truly amazing, for real. Like, I'm about to copy that. So please tell the people exactly who you are, what you do, and they're going to be amazed just like I was.
First off, again, like I have to big you guys up for doing this. I have not done an interview for figure with pro star bodybuilders ever. Seriously, and I think this platform is important because it really, I don't know, it really just inspires. So I had to start off with that and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
A little bit about myself is honestly, I've been with fitness my entire life, and I've wanted to compete with the best, around the best for some time now, but I just always, I didn't think I was good enough. So I tried every other avenue, and then you know what, I got to do this. I was in the WPF, and I realized that it wasn't for me. I tried NPC show, and I was told that I was too small. Not by a judge, by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
oh, they're saying you're cutting out.
I'm cutting out? Me too? I see I was talking too much in the beginning.
No, you're good.
Nah, I was talking about Z in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. They said you jinxed yourself.
Yeah.
You're better now, but before you continue, what got you into fitness? You said you were into it your entire life, but what generally drew you to fitness altogether? How did you start fitness?
Honestly, I ran track. So I started running track when I was 12 years old. And I'm from a very competitive family. My cousin was a star track and field Olympian. And my brother played soccer. He ran track. My sister ran track. And
you're following suit. You're following suit.
Yeah. And ever since I could remember, I was like, listen, I'm like 15 years old, and I'm like, I want veins in my arms.
Right.
That was my driving force. I mean, it really was nothing, but it was something so, like, I said, I love a female with muscle. And I'm like 16 years old saying this.
Yeah.
And I was doing abs, just daily. Right. That's what I thought was going to get me.
Get you your arm veins?
Yeah, my arm, exactly, right? Sit-ups and push-ups and no. So, but it was definitely something where, I was falling out with my brother. He was always into working out and fitness. I remember as a kid, my dad had a Planet Fitness membership. And after work, he was like, you want to do +1? I was like, yeah. And we were applying. I had no idea what I was doing. I was Googling like simply shredded workouts. You remember that magazine or that
Yeah.
website?
Yep.
And I was like, Ulysses Grant works like this. Not Grant. What's his Ulysses?
Yeah, it
What's
is
his
him. That is his name. That is not Grant, but it is
Ulysses? Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I picked up. I remember looking at his profile, and I'm like, that's what he does. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Right. You took it to an extreme. You got your PhD in it and everything. Like, you went far. That's amazing. Seriously, because it's not easy. Like you said, you were going out to different avenues until you felt like you found a place that was home. So now bodybuilding is home. How are you? Just driving in full force on bodybuilding versus your other avenues that you didn't feel like you were good at it.
Right. So my first bodybuilding competition was the Miss Fitness competition in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in Northern Europe doing that, and I did the WBFF. And when I came back to the US, I did the one FBC show, and I was a little discouraged because I hadn't connected with the right people.
Okay.
And so I knew in my heart I wanted to compete again, but I had to fill out. I had to get better. I had to get bigger. I had to I had to fill out. And I met my boyfriend 5 years ago, who happens to be a powerlifter, and he's got a real thick back. He turns sideways. He was the size of me standing forward. And so we started working out together.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Come on, let's see how you are." The first
Right.
workout he had me deadlift.
Oh my!
And we pulled 330 first time, and I was like, "Okay, right." For me, I thought that was huge, but I'm thinking about the other women who deadlift.
That's huge for me too. That's huge. That's very huge. But okay, y'all see how humble she is? You're so humble, girl. This is the type of humble you need, for real.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The technique was trash. I was just pulling with pure back. No leg drop, no nothing. So he was like,
shows how amazing you are.
Thank you. But he was like, we might have something here. So we worked towards it, and we did since now, up until now, I've done maybe I think 2 competitions and 1 strong. And I was like, you know what? This is great. I started seeing my muscles pop like they did before. And in 2020, we decided to do the Arnold, but that was, COVID hit, and shout out to Pucks for winning that show, because honestly, she was good. She's amazing.
Yeah. And you're a competitor. It's a competitive sport. It could go either way,
right.
And it just makes you get better.
Right. Yep. So, it wasn't the time. I'm a firm believer of everything for a reason. It wasn't my time. I didn't compete that year because you couldn't have your audience in the crowd. And I would want more than anything for my audience to be there to watch me compete for the first bodybuilding. So I chose not to go. And I'm thankful, and I'm very happy that I didn't go, because 2022 was supposed to be my year.
Right.
2022. So honestly, I would not have worked with Z as well. She helped me get up there as well. She helped with my posing. And again, I'm not right. So I'm not regretting anything. I have to wait those 2 years to get. You see that right there? To get that.
Exactly. Yes. But I don't want. So you've been into fitness your entire life, but fitness is still hard. You said that you've had times that were hard. That you felt like you weren't good enough. Could you tell us a little bit more about that and how you overcame that? Because it's not easy being in fitness and staying fit your entire life. Even if you start at 15, it's not easy. But you make it look easy. So tell us a little bit about the struggles.
You know what? The struggles for me, like I've always been in a very competitive family where, my sister, they work out, but my sister rolls out of bed and she has an amazing physique, and she says it herself. Like, I don't have to work out. That's what you think. But, she looks good, and my family looks good, and my parents still work out. They still run. So it's pressure, I would go home, and I remember, like, I'm from a Caribbean household. My aunt, I came home one day, my aunt was like, "Lou, you lost weight." And I was like, "Oh."
Mm-hmm. Heart. Yeah.
You know, but what do you say, right? What do you say back to, a Christian who's, talking, you know what I mean? Like saying some
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right.
And putting on weight meaning you just didn't see the muscle definition as I'd be on stage. And that messes with us, right?
Right.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And I remember just being so discouraged and like, damn, I put on weight. I was like, damn, I thought I have to put on I got to soften up to grow, but I don't really feel good,
Right.
And I honestly, that's when I started to like reflect and surround myself with people that understand.
Right.
And I know it sounds so just so basic.
Yeah, cliche. Yeah.
It sounds so cliche, so basic, but it's when you surround yourself with people who understand you,
Right.
women that also have gone through what you're going through, and this just so happens in this circle right now, happen to be Black women as well. And I'm not discounting other competitors that are not Black women, but I found myself amongst amongst competitors, regardless of the skin color. I would go towards them to talk. I would go towards them because I knew that they would judge me if I said I looked fat when everybody else would be like, oh, you look fine. Surrounding yourself with people, but also taking a step back and realizing that what you offer is important as well. We are bodybuilders like you, Lorna. We're mothers, right? We're girlfriends, we're wives, we're sisters, and we're some badass people.
Right.
And if we just think about, the day that we miss a workout or a day that we miss a lift, or, not winning a certain show and not feeling good enough, then it really can throw everything downhill. And that's what I realized that I didn't want. And once you say that out loud, I think it's super helpful as well.
Yeah. Everything in this sport starts with the mind. It's the only mental sport ever. And you are surrounded by your family and your siblings that were highly competitive, and because they were on a different level than you, it made you feel less than. But you turned that around and you built your character. Look at the character that you built because of the situation that you were in. And now you surround yourself with like-minded women that push themselves regardless of their situation. So that's awesome. Seriously awesome. So tell us where you got your pro card, please.
Where?
Yes.
How
ironic.
Man, listen, we got it in Ohio at the Arnold's Amateur, and
how was that?
It felt good. It felt good. It felt great. I can't describe it because that trip, we stayed after the show. That would have been hell.
Right.
So my boyfriend and my friends had I mean, I don't want to say it this way, but we go there with every right.
We're going there. Everybody's going there for the same thing, to win.
Right.
And nobody.
Right.
If you're happy with losing, you're in the wrong sport. Because the only time we're gonna battle each other is when we're on the stage. When we're off stage, we can be goo goo gaga. Come on, let's friends, whatever. Yeah. But on the stage, we battle. And we all want the same thing. So it's perfectly fine with what you're saying. Because everybody on this platform understands. Because we're all doing the same thing.
Yeah, yep. You're absolutely right. But we drove from New York to Ohio. It would have been a real long ride.
In silence. A lot of reflecting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Z came out. Z was competing, and and I heard that you were on you were at the Arnold's as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna redeem myself though. Don't worry. It's coming, y'all. I promise. 4th time's a charm.
I mean, are we saying 2023 or 2024?
Oh, no, we're talking about 4 weeks.
Yes. All right, we're gonna be watching this.
Yeah.
This.
Hopefully that interview didn't affect me at all, but if it did, I'm gonna still bring my best. You know what I mean?
We
Yeah.
all bring the best talent.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm not going to shut up. Sorry, but I'm passionate about our division. I love our division, and we all work too effing hard. Like you said, we're moms, we're sisters, we're wives, girlfriends, everything. We do everything. And then you're going to try to take away our entire division. It starts with Brian. Brian is telling every promoter that we don't matter. And if he puts that out there to the world, then every promoter is going to start taking pro open figure off of their list and paying less attention to the NPC figure competitors. So it's our job in this sport to demand the respect that we need. We can't just sit here and just say, "Oh, dang it, that sucks. Now I gotta go to wellness." No, I'm not going to wellness, but I'm not going anywhere else. So y'all better have figure for me, or you're gonna have an angry figure woman, butt woman coming up to that office. For real, looking for Brian. I know you blocked me, B-Rye, but
drop his at if you can, so I can.
He will have to do it. He blocked me.
Okay, well I'm gonna put him in every story until he blocks me.
For real. So your experience was not real. You're saying at the Arnold, it felt amazing because you were on you got to compete on the actual big stage that me and Z were on. So talk about that a little bit. Tell everybody how it was to be on that stage because it was huge.
Ooh, yeah, Sean said my name. I never think he would announce me. I didn't think I was.
Right.
But they, that background, like when you're looking at those pictures and you see the pose behind you, you see that.
Right. Yeah.
It's in every photo, it's in every stage. So no one can deny that I wasn't on that stage, or you guys weren't on that stage. We were all on that stage. I remember going to the Arnold's to watch it in I think it was 2019, 2018. I know, 2019. And it was the first time I went to the Arnold Sports Festival, and it was on not the main stage, but it was in the auditorium, in the big auditorium.
Okay, yeah, where the whole festival's at, where all the booths and everything is, yeah.
And I remember like looking at that and seeing the audience, seeing the crowd, and I was like, this is dope.
Right.
This is dope. The hall that I was more intimate. It was a performance. It was a spectacle because I remember running back there. Side note: I left my shoes in the hallway out of the auditorium, and I was freaking out backstage. Where are my shoes? I'm going to ask them if they borrow these shoes.
Right.
Where so 15 minutes before getting on stage, I had to sprint down that long corridor, through that little waiting area, and my shoes were sitting on a chair next to my boyfriend. And I was like, "Yo, you didn't know these were my shoes?" He was like, "I didn't know anything." Men are so useless sometimes.
They're not paying attention.
Right?
Girl,
come
on now.
Right. So I ran back. I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I can't be too tired to reflect on stage." I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm sweating, and I really wasn't. But I ran to see Z because I wanted her to take me. I was a mess. But you feed off the energy of the crowd. I heard people screaming my name. I heard my support. They were not big, but they were loud. And when you hear that encouragement, you can tune in. You know who's calling you out. You just do it. You just do it. You practice so hard. I remember them saying that we only had 15 minutes on stage, and I was like, I think I talked to you about this. You were like, use your time. If they push you up, they push you up. But if your segment is a little bit longer than that, if your walkout is a little bit longer than that, be it. Use your time. They did not push me. So I'm so happy to listen to you, and I had done it, and voila.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I'm like looking for my shoes, going crazy. Find my shoes, get to the backstage. Come on, I gotta get on stage. Oh my God, like I would be freaking out. So then you finally get there, you end the whole thing, you won your first place, now you're standing in line for the overall, you hear your name. How do you even respond after you think you just completely messed up the morning show because I run, and then here you are winning the actual overall thing? That's crazy.
how do you respond? You know, it was that live judging, you know, the comparison live. I didn't think I was gonna get because I'm the biggest girl on that stage, and I know that that doesn't matter. But
Right.
still, standing next to these women, I said, you know what? I'm not the biggest one on the stage, and it goes back to me hearing in the past that Lou, from someone who again wasn't a professional, telling me, "You're not a big figure girl. Maybe you should be bikini." And I'm that person again on that stage, thinking, "Crap, maybe I shouldn't be up here."
Right.
And you know, I I wasn't the biggest girl, and I remember seeing the other competitors. A competitor who was in the class above me.
Right.
She was, I think, class H, the bigger, taller one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I saw her and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I put chicken down on my heads, you know? I was like, there's no way I'm beating this woman.
Yeah.
I said it. I said it to myself. And I was like, wait a minute. I haven't been moved yet in post in a judging. They moved me one. And I was like, what does that mean? you know, I'm like, Lou, please don't cramp up. Lou, please don't cramp up.
Yeah.
They're moving women around me. I know what it means, but I don't know what it means at the same time.
Right.
You know,
you're in the lineup. You're in the lineup, so you can't really see what everybody else is seeing. You can only pose and be the competitor, and just imagine or hope that you're in the right place or first place.
Yeah. And so I'm seeing these again. I'm seeing move. And I'm like, okay, quarter turn. I was like, which one is my right? All right, which one? You know, first lady, show your back. Am I crooked? Am I not? You know, and
yeah.
I just want to make sure that everything is showing. All my legs are showing, arms are showing, everything. Right. And I kid you not, they line us back up. They announced my name. I dropped.
Wow. Yeah.
I dropped, and that was it. I don't remember. I just remember eating and shots afterwards. So.
I mean, that had to have been feeling a show of getting back to the show as Arnold is. But I also remember you well, and you wanted your pro debut to be. And why don't you get a little bit of, into that and what you were planning to do?
So the pro debut was, I was hoping, I didn't know if they still did this, that if you won the Arnold Championship, you automatically qualify to do the Classic. I know they did that with Lola Montez, but I don't know if they've changed it since then. But I was hoping that if I didn't automatically qualify, having won the amateur, the year before, I was going to see if I could do the Arnold's Classic next year. Because again, you don't slack off when you know you're going against the best. And, again, yes, competitive, but I know who I'm going against. And if I were to look better than I did last year or this year, I'd be happy. I'm going to work my best, but I'm also going to be realistic,
Right. It just sucks, though, because you got your pro card at the Arnold. You got to step on this prestigious stage, worked your ass off, doubted yourself for many years. You finally get to this moment and you get your pro card. You finally realize that you are good enough to be in the pro league. Here you are in the pro league, and Brian Powers just has to take it away. Ain't that some shit, y'all?
Yeah, Brian Powers.
That we have no depth. Like what? I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. That it really was disturbing because out of every excuse that there could have been, chose the wrong one.
Right.
And it's sad because there's so much that figure competitors, which is why I went into the division, because you can grow, you can grow, but we're still flawless on stage. We're still confident on stage. We're still sexy on stage. You know what I mean?
we're literally like, what's it called? Build a bear. We're build a body for real, because we have to scientifically make our bodies match from the top to the
Yeah.
bottom without having a waist. It's literally
Yeah.
science. Like, you have
Yeah.
to build it and mold it yourself with your coach. And they're saying that we're not good enough. We don't have enough depth. Like, what does that even mean to you? Like, what does depth mean to you? Because all three of our backs combined have enough depth for the entire division to get us all back on that stage. I don't understand it.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe some merch saying what's depth. Yeah, I mean, if you guys make some merch saying what's depth, I'm all for it. You know,
For real. We're in the process.
We already
in the process already.
what
We're
depth?
gonna put a stamp on it and everything.
You know, we're using his like
non-competitive wear, bro. That's what I want. Non-competitive wear, and on the back, B-Ride, straight up.
Yeah, at Brian Powers. His name is Powers, P-O-W.
Yeah. Yar, man.
For real. It's ridiculous. But thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story and telling everybody, you know, your journey. It's very unfortunate that you won't be able to fulfill your pro debut at the Arnold like you were hoping to, but we're very thankful for you coming on and telling everybody everything that you've been through and how you got here, you know, because you're literally a real life superhero. So we all admire you. You're an icon. For real, you are. You are. We really, really appreciate it. So thank you.
And listen, yes.
Oh no, I was gonna say that you tell the folks where they can find it if they need it. Because Miss Thing, she train her ass off. In person, or you can use them online.
Yes. I'm in New York. You know, New York-based trainer. You know, if you're tuning in, you've seen the IG handle. You know, my time is a little not as available, but
she's popular, that's why.
I mean, I ain't
Good luck getting in. Well,
somebody, if people are interested and they really want to, you know, I don't do contest prep. Just because I'm a pro, it doesn't mean I know my place. I don't do contest prep. If you want to,
yep. Y'all hear that?
Yep, I'll refer out. Right, I'll refer out to you too if you go through. You.
Yeah, I do too.
Yep, I don't touch it. Nope. I don't do posting prep. Nope. I'm still trying to work on myself. So, see, I'm sorry. That's a little pet peeve of mine.
You're hilarious.
You know, that's a pet peeve of mine. Who just want a pro show, or even if you run multiple shows. We're being positive here, so let me hold that.
No, but you're right. Anyway. Just being a pro does not mean that you're
because you are a pro. I'm saying that just because you are a pro, does that mean that you are somebody more than likely help you get to where you got to. Just because I mean you were able to somebody probably understanding. Everybody has to start somewhere, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think to be an expert, then you turn pro. I'm just
if you know better, you do better. So now y'all know. It's the right people. Because Lou said in the beginning, her first year, she was with the wrong people. Make sure you're with the right people that are guiding you down the path that you're actually trying to go to. Don't make anybody pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. Do your research on everything and everybody. And all three of our pages have our services on them. So if you want to work with any of us three, you can contact us and we'll tag Lou at the bottom as well.
Yeah. So that's how I feel. I mean, I do want to give a shout out to my coach, who I worked with for a year, and I will continue to work with him, Shelby Stern, and my trainer, Joe.
He's a hot coach in the industry too. Shelby's hot in the industry, very hot. He has a lot of top athletes.
Well, I watched him for 2 years before I set my sights on, before I reached out.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him.
Right. That's what you're supposed to do. Get the Carfax first. Get the Carfax, and then do what you want after that.
Yeah. And for posing, I was fortunate enough that I had seen Z, and I met Z in the gym years ago. I think I was deadlifting, and she walked by, and she was like, "Oh, what's this?" And that's how we became friends.
Right. I like you. I can totally see that.
and I know my time's limited, but I'm going to say that it's it's never wrong when you see someone doing something good and acknowledging that. Even if you see that they have a sports bra that you like and they're in the gym, you can say it. And I so many of my friendships have started that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just complimenting my hair or
Right.
my form or my walk or my shoulders or the back of my knees, whatever. You know, you compliment something,
Right.
and you know.
Literally, my daughter taught me how to make friends. That's what she does. The first thing she does when she sees somebody that she wants to play with, she's like, "Oh my God, I love your hair. Hi, I'm Kylie. We're best friends." Literally, like we just gotta encourage each other. It costs $0 and 0 cents to be kind. So just be kind. If you like her hair, say it. If you like her shoes, say it. Because you never know what anybody's going through, and you just telling them that one compliment could make them go 5 years of being on this little depression because you told them they look good. Just be nice and encouraging and inspiring, just like we're trying to do here. And y'all talk about the figure division. Rise up to this platform and show off. Show yourself off. Don't hide and don't be scared. Me and Nicole will talk for you. DM me. If you literally want me to say something to the public, I will make a video and say it. If you are scared, we're not. We're not going to be silenced at all. Not for anyone. I'm going to say what I want to say, but I speak factual. I do not speak on feelings. I speak factual. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in.
Oh, wait. We are not yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh.
She about to put us out. We ain't even yet.
My bad. Lisa, don't kill me. I'm sorry.
What happened?
So, as you know, we have had a giveaway for the worth about $50. Okay.
I want that competition kit.
Let me flip this around if I can.
Who's the winner?
The winner is LaRue.
Yay, round of applause. I'm jealous. You have 2 seconds to claim your prize or it's mine. One, two.
I mean, since you guys already got me on this.
Totally kidding. Congratulations, Lori. I'm jealous, for real. $300 worth of everything that you need competition-wise. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Lisa Bella Ramsey, for that sponsorship with Competition Kit. We would not be able to do it without you, so we are so grateful for that. And Lori, you're going to love it. We're jealous of you.
I mean, if you don't need those slides, I'll see.
Right? All right, y'all. Next, same time, same channel next week. Keep tuning in throughout the week. Send us pictures and videos if you want to be part of our segments. Anything that y'all want us to discuss or talk about, DM us. We were going to be discussing the Olympia Amateur, but they didn't have the official pictures up yet. So when we get those, we'll be posting them up so everybody can see everybody that was welcomed into the IFBB Pro League. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we are out.